Hello crafty people! If you are anything like me, you get paint on your clothes accidentally all the time. I know, I've barely got something that hasn't got paint on it, but oh well, it's fun. So today I'm going to paint on my clothes deliberately for a change, and I've got some fabric paints to try out. So generally I wear a lot of things like this. You know, I don't know whether you call it a vest, a camisole, a tank, whatever you call it. I wear these kind of things because it's so hot here. In fact, it's really hot today. I've got the windows open, so try and keep a little bit of breeze coming through. So if you hear the kind of whoosh in the background, that's the sea just out there, which is always very nice. So yes, I'm going to try and create something nice on one of these because they're okay, but they're kind of plain, you know. So I have got, let's have a look, this stencil, which I thought would look kind of good, because what I want is a kind of beachy boho chic kind of hippie look. So I've got this, which I thought would look kind of nice. This is an Americana decor stencil by DecoArt. It's called Mandala, and it's a 12-inch. So I have tested it, and that looks as though it's going to create a nice big kind of motif on here. And I thought I would do an ombre effect. So I've got 4 fabric paints. These are the DecoArt So Soft fabric paints. They come in these cute little bottles, and I think from memory there are 42 colours, plus there's like pearlescent, glitter and metallic ones on top of that as well. So I've got 4 shades of blue. I have baby blue deep, and then this one is ocean blue. This one is Mediterranean blue, and this one is primary blue. Ta-da! So 4 nice blue colours, and I thought I would create this ombre effect. So let's see, what else do we need? I have made a little board just with a craft board, and then put some foil over the top, because what I don't want is to be stenciling through onto one layer and then find it's coming out on the back of my shirt as well. So I'm going to put this under my first layer, and you know, some kind of cardboard with plastic cling film or foil or something should hopefully stop that. Okay, so let me get everything set and then we'll have a go. So I've got my t-shirt set up. I've put the board underneath and then just lightly used a bit of painter's tape to stick the stencil in place. Now it's quite an intricate stencil, and I've not stretched the fabric out too far. There's a little bit of give in it, and I'm thinking if it kind of bleeds through a little bit and creates you know, kind of almost like a tie-dye effect, I would be cool with that. So I'm not going to bother too much about being super careful with the stencil. I'm just going to slash it on. If it bleeds a little bit, I'm still good. That's all good. So I am thinking that we should probably start with the lighter colours, because it's easier to go darker but more difficult to go lighter. Got hair sticking up here. Bad hair day. So I'm going to pop some of this light blue. What's this one? The baby blue deep. And we will see how we get on. So I've got this is also a DecoArt Americana tool, because I'm not very good with stenciling. I tend to make a real mess, put too much paint on, it goes everywhere. So that's always a possibility that's going to happen today as well. But let's see how the fabric accepts this paint. So I'm going to start up at the top, I think, with the lighter colour, and then work down to go darker. Now it says the coverage, depending on, you know, how opaque you want it, is 1 or 2 coats. So I'm going to just dab a little bit on, and we'll see how it goes. Now obviously with fabric, I'm expecting to use a lot more paint than I might if it was some kind of less absorbent surface, if I was doing tiles or a canvas. But fabric, of course, is really absorbent. It's going to take a lot to cover it. So, oh, that was probably too much on there. All right. So I'll probably have to use quite a little bit of the paint, but let's see how it goes. So far so good. I love these blue colours. I think the blue is going to give it a nice kind of ocean beachy feel, hopefully. And I don't even think I'm going to worry too much about washing off my little dauber every time. between colours. I'm just going to let them kind of overlap. Let's see how we go. How far down do I want to go? About a quarter, I suppose, about a quarter of my template in each colour. So this will make a nice change, because living here where I do, in a touristy kind of destination, if you go to the shops and you want to buy a t-shirt, almost every t-shirt has Cayman Islands written on it, which is great, you know, if you want to tell everyone that you come from the Cayman Islands. But when you're on a night out with your friends, most people don't want to just wear t-shirts with Cayman Islands on, so it's nice if I could actually design a little something of my own and give it a beachy kind of feel. Okay, how does that look? So I've not gone for perfect. Like I said, it's pretty good, but perfect doesn't matter to me. So I think that's good for colour one. Let's switch out now and go for this one. This is ocean blue. This looks nice. Okay. Oh, very bright. And of course, as I go darker every time, then I can overlap over the lighter colour and hopefully get some kind of blending. We'll see. Wow, this is nice. So I think you get the idea of what I'm doing. I've obviously got a little way to go to work through all these others. So I think I'll just start to stencil away and give you a little bit of relaxing beachy music, maybe something Caribbean, and we'll come back and take a look at it at the end. Okay, my stenciling is done, and I love, love, love these colours. Now, let's see if I can get this stencil off without making a mess, and we will see how much bleeding I got, or whether I've got this kind of, oh, I'm dragging the fabric a bit, or whether I got this kind of slightly messy look that I'm looking for. Let's see. Maybe I'll just leave it on the fabric for now and pull the stencil out of the way. Looks good so far, anyway. Okay, should do it. Let's, oh no, better do. Oh, let's just take it all off. I'm dragging it. Maybe so much tape wasn't quite the best idea. Just a little bit of tape, not as much tape as I've got, because it's hard to get it off now. Okay, that's 3 sides. I should be able to lift it up. Oh my word, that is perfect. Do just perfect for what I'm looking for. Okay, I've got stuff everywhere. So I am going to clean all this up, go and wash my stencil and leave this to dry. While it's drying, I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit more about these paints. I'll just read out from the DecoArt website. So I brought up the DecoArt website, and if we read up a little bit more about this So Soft fabric paint, it says DecoArt So Soft fabric paint is the softest fabric acrylic on the market. It is permanent and requires no heat setting, so that's good because I don't like to iron anything. Once dry, it is extremely soft and flexible to the touch. It adheres to all textiles and will not crack, peel or harden even after repeated use and washings. So very good. Opaque coverage, water-based, non-toxic, and yes, there are 42 absolutely oh, you probably can't see, absolutely yummy, delicious colours. 42, a silver and a gold, a white pearl, a silver glittery one, and a transparent medium if you want to make some of your paints more transparent. You can use them on quilts, for silk painting, use a brush, a stamp, a sponge, and so on. And there are tips and everything on there. So I am very, very happy with how this has come out. It's actually better than I expected. I expected a little bit more bleeding because I really kind of, you know, dabbed the paints on a little bit haphazardly, but the effect is lovely and it's not bleeding at all. So I think it's good. So I'm going to leave this to dry and then we'll see what it looks like. So the paint's dry on my shirt and I think I may be in love. I think this may be my new favourite t-shirt. It's just perfect, just what I wanted. So by the magic of TV, ta-da! There it is, and it looks fabulous. I really love it, absolutely perfect. So now I think I might be hooked. I might need to do a design on the back. I might need to look out some other t-shirts. I have a black one. I wonder if the metallics would look really good on a black one. Definitely looks much, much nicer, much more appealing, a lot more expensive than if it was just a plain, you know, simple one that I bought from before. So there we go. I'm very, very happy. Now let me get my glasses again because I just want to read the final instructions on the bottle. And it says dry 48 to 72 hours, wash inside out on a gentle cycle, dry for low heat. So I don't have a dryer, so that's not going to be possible, but I am going to dry this for a few days and then I will stick it in the wash and we'll see what happens. So in an upcoming video I'm going to do a wash review of these paints once I've had time for it to set and cure on there for a few days, and let you know what it's like after you've washed it a few times. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it and it's given you some ideas how to make your own clothes. Cool.